Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us once again for our bi-weekly guided meditation and Dharma talk here with the Blue Lotus Meditation and Mindfulness Center here in central Minnesota. Today is December 13th, 2021. It is exactly 6 p.m. here in the Central Daylight Time Zone. Could be a different time wherever you are, especially if you're watching this not live, right? You're watching this on a stream later on. Wonderful. Again, thank you for joining us, however you choose to. That is the beauty and the wonderful power of recording all of this information. We can get it pretty much whenever we feel that we need it, right? Whenever we feel that we have a need, maybe to do some self-reflection or maybe learn a new skill or maybe even just hear a different perspective. All this wonderful information is out there for us to utilize. And so to kind of delve back a little bit, right, on all the recorded information side, right? Reflection, right? It's the end of the year. Like I said, today's December 13th, the end of the year, right? 2 more weeks left for 2021. And so oftentimes we find ourselves reflecting on what we've done, what we've accomplished, where we are, maybe even where we should potentially go for the next year, right? But we don't need to wait a whole year, do we? Right? If we see something that's working or not working sooner than that, we make those necessary adjustments, right? But the end of the year is typically a time when self-reflection is done. And so to begin, why don't we get ourselves ready for a nice guided meditation on self-reflection. So go ahead and get yourself into that nice, comfortable position, whatever works best for you, sitting up, laying down. You may close your eyes or keep them slightly open with that soft focus in front of you if you're lying down, or maybe downward a few feet in front of you if you're sitting in a lotus position or just Indian style, crossed legs. Go ahead and breathe in. Pause. Slowly exhale through your nostrils. Go ahead and allow that half smile to show up on your face as well. Remember, meditation is an enjoyable experience. Allow your spine to lift and your shoulders to soften. Go ahead and soften your belly as you really begin to settle in and make those last minute adjustments. And breathe in. Pause. And slowly exhale. And then let's meditate on all of our wonderful accomplishments over the past year. And at this time, I would like for you to take a moment to just begin to think about all of those wonderful things your body did for you just this past year. Maybe think about a walk you took, Maybe you walked to see a neighbor or another loved one. Think about, who did you see throughout the course of the year? Maybe you went to see some relatives or some dear friends. Maybe think about all of those wonderful tastes and smells at various times throughout the year. From maybe a particular holiday, maybe there was some special cooking. Or maybe it was just a celebratory day for yourself. All that wonderful food. Maybe you smelled a flower. Or the air after it rained. Or before it rained. Think about things that maybe you picked up or touched. Folding laundry. The feel of the warm towel as you folded it. Maybe you felt a strawberry or a cactus. Maybe you were kneading some dough. All of those sensory inputs from that wonderful body of yours. Think about if you went to some place. Maybe you went on a vacation and you created some wonderful memories. Think about, did you survive a trauma or a disease or an illness? Think about how you survived or how you thrived as a result, because you're still here. Breathe in. Pause. And slowly exhale through your nostrils. Go ahead and invite in gratitude for this incredible body that continues to show up for you every single day. Now we'll shift our attention to work, or think about some significant moments, perhaps that you experienced over the year. All the big and small things that lead us to where we are right here, right now. Maybe you started a new job. Maybe you ended one. Maybe you retired. Maybe you got a promotion or some other very special milestone in your career. Did you experience any low moments, perhaps, that forced you to shift and to change in ways that maybe turned out more beneficial than you expected? Breathe in. Breathe out through your nose. Now go ahead and take another deep breath, just flooding yourself with gratitude and appreciation for all of the ups and downs over the course of the year that brought you to right here and right now. Now we'll shift our attention and our focus to family life. Everything that has transpired or come to fruition over the course of the year. Think about any meaningful moments that you experienced with immediate family or extended family, or maybe dear friends that you consider family. Perhaps someone had a baby, a significant birthday. Think about what happened this year within your family that challenged you in a way that maybe you didn't expect to be challenged, or a situation that you did not expect to face. Maybe there was something that elevated you or uplifted your spirits. Go ahead and think about all of those moments and those memories and thoughts. Maybe the emotions that surrounded those events. Breathe in. Pause. Slowly exhale. Now, let's shift our attention just to you, yourself. The you that is beyond your body, beyond your career or your relationships, or even the you that is beyond your thoughts and beliefs. Think about how you evolved this year. Who have you become? Did you let go negativity, shame, self-criticism, or some form of limiting belief? Now have you embraced and become more confident with self-love and grace over the year? Can you hear your inner voice a little bit more clearly than from last year? Breathe in. Pause. Slowly exhale. And with this reflection, you can think about all of those wonderful things, events, people, places, the ups and the downs, how you survived them, learned from them, and grew from each and every one of those experiences. Think about the kindness that you shared with others, the compassion, the empathy. That was you, no one else. For the next few moments, just go ahead and think about all of those wonderful events a little bit more intuitively and in tune with yourself, with your body and your mind. Breathe in. Pause. Slowly exhale. Go ahead and begin to gently open your eyes and maybe reorientate yourself to your surroundings before you stand, perhaps, or even reposition. And with that, I wish you peace and ease, my friends, for that wonderful experience. A wonderful guided meditation on just reflecting on this wonderful year. And to think about that a little bit more. We'll think about that a little bit more deeply over the remaining time that we have together this evening. And think about where you were January 1st, 2021. Hey, were you at home? Maybe you were with friends. Either place is fine. You could be at home with friends. Maybe if you were in a warm climate, maybe you were camping, watching the stars. How wonderful that could be on a New Year's, right? Watching the stars, celebrating nature and ourselves. It's a beautiful way. I never thought about that until just now. Or maybe you were feeling some uncertainty for an upcoming year. We are and still are, right, in the midst of a pandemic with, maybe many of our friends and loved ones. We have some concern for them. Or maybe you felt hopeful that 2021 is going to be much better than 2020. Either one of those are something to consider, those emotions, those thoughts, just inviting them in and sitting with them. Remember, uncertainty is trying to control what we cannot control. Right? Sometimes we develop anxiety when we are uncertain. So control what you can control, let go what you cannot. And that's a way to think about for 2022 as well. There's always going to be some uncertainty. So we just control what we can and not worry about what we cannot. Maybe we set some intentions for ourselves. And I use the word intentions and not goals deliberately. The word goal can almost sound so absolute if we make it or not, right? We may consider ourselves unsuccessful if we don't meet our goal. But suppose you tried really hard, right? Suppose you tried your best and you just weren't able to make it. How does that make you feel? Right? So I use intentions because I will do my best. But again, there are things that we cannot control. So I will always do my best. Loving kindness and mindful appreciation of where I am and how I want to be. And so if I do my best and something is out of my control, I intended to do well, and that's important because I worked hard towards it. So intentions is softer, right? And that's what it's not all about being hard. It's about being soft, compassionate towards us and compassionate towards others, and recognizing where they are and where they've been. So that's why intentions are important. So during some of our intentions, it could have been over the year. Did you learn to cook a new meal? Maybe you've always wanted to cook Ukrainian food, right? Maybe you found a Polish dish or Scottish. Maybe you always wanted to make haggis. I don't know. Maybe you learned how to make something new. Try a new dish. That's important, right? Trying something new. Maybe you want to try a new meditation practice. Maybe it was your intention to meditate twice a day. Cool. 3 times a day, fine. Right? Get it in there. Bring that awareness. Maybe you're only able to do it once a day, and that's fine too. Right? Maybe you didn't do it every single day. Maybe you did it 3 or 4 times a week. You increased. That's important that you tried. And recognize that. That's important to celebrate that you tried. Or maybe your intentions were to read a book, right? Even if it was just one. Maybe it was many books. Right? Maybe you wanted 10 books, 12 books. I don't know. Maybe if you set a goal for 10 books and you did 9. Cool. Man, that's really good. 9 books. That's, almost a book a month. And you have to take into consideration the pages too, right? Right. Maybe you had another goal or another intention. I'm sorry. Maybe you had another intention that you really worked hard towards. Forget percentages, right? 80%, 90%. Forget that. Throw those out. Let them go. They're numbers. Numbers don't mean too much. Your heart, the loving kindness that you place on yourself and towards others, that's what's important. And so the real important part of self-reflection is knowing that, did you try your best? That's the important part of self-reflection. Did you try your best? Because even if you try your best and you didn't get everywhere you wanted to be, you still improved. You still made that step in the right direction towards easing your own suffering, towards easing the suffering of someone else. That's the importance of that softness that we have. If you're not sure over the course of the year, maybe you need a little bit more time to think about it, and that's fine. Take the time to sit down and just inventory a bunch of goal ideas or intentions that you tried. I mean, you've woken up. If you're watching this, you've woken up for at least the past 365 days to watch this, to listen, to join us. That is a wonderful accomplishment right there. You're breathing, your heart's beating, you're thinking. That is a great way to start any intention and self-reflection. Here I am. I am here. I am present in this moment. That's a wonderful, wonderful way to begin any self-reflection. So with that self-reflection, our next Dharma talk in 2 weeks on the 27th. Wow, the 27th. And we'll be talking about 2022, setting up our intentions for the upcoming year, right? Based off of our reflections for the current year. So I warmly invite you to join us again on those times, and also to let you know our Resiliency Plus course begins January 3rd. And you can sign up and register directly on our website, bluelotusmeditation.us. You can find those courses, the link right there, and join us. It's a 6-week live interactive program for not just being resilient, but thriving and blossoming during those challenging times. And you're certainly invited to join us on a weekly basis as well for our weekly sanghas. Right? We have our healing sanghas, veterans and rainbow, and our teen sanghas for all the wonderful communities out there. It's a great way for us to strengthen our practice, let go of what we don't need, and promote and foster all the beautiful qualities inside of us. Celebrating all of our differences and knowing that we are okay as we are. So for our weekly sanghas, I warmly invite you to join us. And again, you can register for those on our website as well, bluelotusmeditation.us. And again, if you do find our time together warm and inviting and helpful, I do invite you to like and subscribe to our channel. We love to have you here. We do. And with that, my friends, I sincerely thank you for spending some of your precious time with us today. And we do look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks for another live stream. And continue asking questions if you like. That's what we're here for. With that, I wish you all a night of peace and ease. And until next time, my friends, take care.